Matthew Grove is the Police and Crime Commissioner for the Humberside Force area. He's the first person to hold the post and was elected in November 2012 following a closely fought race with, amongst others, Labour's Lord Prescott. But I'm delighted that Matthew joins me in the studio now, and it is very good to see you as well. First of all, just describe, if you can, your role as the Crime and Police Commissioner.
Well, as Police and Crime Commissioner, I'm the servant of the near 1 million residents of East Yorkshire and Northern Lincolnshire. And my role is to be their voice, to make sure that they receive an effective, robust policing service that properly protects them. But more importantly than that, I'm also responsible for overseeing the wider criminal justice system to challenge the operation of the courts, probation, the prison service. But absolutely vitally, I am the voice for victims. Victims very often who have no voice, who are unheard. And at the absolute heart of everything I do is to be their strong, loud voice to demand change.
Well, we know, talking of change, that crime changes, criminals change as well. In terms of crime prevention, what changes can be made, and how do you make those changes to make sure that we are being as safe as we can be?
Well, at the heart of what I do is a realisation that leaving the fight against crime to the police, leaving it until there has been a crime and that there are victims whose lives have been damaged and potentially changed forever, it is not the right thing. We have to get upstream of crime, and we have to try and prevent crimes from happening. If we're going to win that battle against the criminals, we have to create a big team, and the public are a vital part of that. So actually encouraging the public to be the eyes and ears of the police, to come forward with information, that is the way we can make life very, very difficult for the criminals who are trying to prey on us. But
you also need to protect the victims of crime as well, don't you? How do you go about doing that?
Well, that's why we always need to make sure that at the core of this, we have that robust, effective policing service that's there to respond quickly, to offer that immediate assistance and to protect the victims with an envelope of strong, effective, robust policing.
I don't want to take you down a political road, but I'm interested in your view on the numbers of police officers that we have in the force area and the numbers of police stations. Do we have enough of either of those?
Well, the one thing I'm absolutely certain about is that when the public give me their hard-earned money, they want to see bobbies, not bricks. I know what the public want is that visible, effective policing presence that prevents crime from happening very often. And that's my priority.
Let's talk about something that's been seldom out of the headlines of late, really, and that's young people and radicalisation. How can the police monitor this? How can the officers spot when this is happening and work with young people to try and prevent it?
Well, again, it's not for the police to do that in isolation. They cannot. It's for the police to have those effective, close, respectful relationships with all parts of our community. And that's where the role of our PCSOs is so vital and so effective. We have had issues of terrorism in this area, most of it from the extreme right wing, actually. With the horrendous murder of Corporal Lee Rigby, we had a ridiculous attempted firebombing of a mosque in Grimsby. Because we have long-standing relationships with the Muslim community, we were able to quickly deal with that, and there was no retaliation at all. I am hugely proud of the Muslim community that we have right across our force area, because they spend a lot of time helping us to keep our communities safe. They are very happy to work with Humberside Police because they know we have a common interest. We don't want this to happen.
But how concerned do we need to be in this area of terrorism?
Everybody needs to be concerned because complacency is the greatest tool of a lot of criminals. If we take our eye off the various balls that are out there, those things that potentially challenge us, then we're vulnerable. Let's keep our eyes open, and if we see things that don't look right and we hear things that don't sound right, report it. Report it to the police, report it to Crimestoppers, report it to the local authority. But whatever you do, don't keep silent.
You've been in this post a little while now, well and truly bedded in. You've seen the area, you've been around the area within this role. What is your vision now, a few years after you've started, what is your vision now for policing and crime within the Humberside Force area?
My vision is that we have a leaner, more efficient and effective police service. One where we return to those basic principles of policing, the use of officer discretion, professional judgment, common sense if you like, where police officers are empowered to do the right thing at the right time. I've absolutely stripped out those arbitrary numerical targets, which I believe corrupted British policing, which made police officers do the wrong things. I want police officers to do what the public want them to do, to be able to act quickly, effectively, and to be professional, but at the same time be human, to be their champions in the community, to do the right thing.
Good to see you. Thank you very much, as I say, for coming in and sparing time. Matthew Grove, thank you.